Yay! I guess. Yay for Jin! I didn't choose this path, but we're on it. Although, I guess that scene would just pick out if you picked Weiss. I do wonder if you'd have a different conversation with Weiss, though. If, like, it's just whatever your girlfriend character is, this is the one that appears there. Or whether it's always going to be RWBY. Because I assume it has to be RWBY because of the whole deal with, her knowing Penny's true nature and stuff. Maybe. Mr. Polendina seems distressed today. From what I saw in the broadcast. It's being taken care of. That battle was just kind of intense. Yeah, OZPIN doesn't know about Penny, does he? I can't remember. Penny has never faced these kind of skilled opponents before. She was, for the first time, put in front of an insurmountable wall today. And that was the result. I see. And our unwilling guest has remained uncooperative. Oh, Torchwick. Yes. Which is why I request your assistance. Nothing we've done has managed to make him reveal anything. Not even chemical means. I know you have implemented such things in the past. Just leave him in a room with Winter for a while. He'll talk. God, she had me talking. No. Apparently he has immunity to such substances. Is that his semblance? It bloody could be. Yes, I was surprised as you are. And so was the engineer. Apparently, to even begin to develop immunity towards those substances, you must be aware of their existence. And the treatment takes time. Oh, he's just drugged himself lots to get immunity. Okay. A mole, then? No. We had a defector from the science team in the past, but no moles. But the substances are hardly handled by more than the science team. And Atlas doesn't have a monopoly on chemists. I see. Question is then, why would you feel the need to go to such extremes? Because in our world, Mr. OZPIN, information is more valuable than anything on Remnant, even lives. Hello, Torchwick. I'm sure you agree, considering the lengths you go through to hide certain truths. Don't speak to me as if you know me, Mr. Torchwick. I don't need to know you in person, OZPIN. Your actions speak for themselves. You can leave the reasons behind for a jury. I'm democratic. I judge men on the actions they take. And you definitely put secrets above lives. And you put lives below your own personal profit. You're hardly in a position to judge me. Is Roman a mass murderer? He might be. I know, I always assumed Roman's the type that, like, put stealing above killing folk. Sort of thing. Like, he didn't bother. Because, like, he ran away from RWBY. Okay? But he's, like, I assume he could have kicked RWBY's ass. If he wanted to do. Because, like, it does seem like he's had some level of training. Like, at the docks, he was fighting against Blake and Son. And he was fine. I mean, obviously he lost to Blake in the train. But then we found out that he was meant to get captured anyway. So, like, did he throw the fight against Blake? Or did she just catch her by surprise because she got a bit better? Who knows? There's so many things we don't know. Oh, I thought my Roman could come back and we could know. Or if any of it made sense. True, true. There's one big difference. I live in a world of humans, where taking a life is always a last resort, for even in the underworld, there's a fallout for it. Getting innocent people caught in the crossfire is also a no, since it brings way too much attention on you. Yeah, that's how I thought it'd be. Now, what world are the two of you living in, I wonder? Looking down all of this from your literal seats in the sky. The door, if you please, James. Oh, OZPIN's gonna get physical with them. Soldier? Yes, sir. OZPIN's gonna go in and beat him to death with his cane. An interrogation session with Headmaster OZPIN himself. For me, I'm honoured. You should. It's been a fair while since I've taken any direct action. The role of Headmaster has allowed me access to much, but it's also brought me increased attention. Too many people wonder where Headmaster OZPIN may be off to, leaving his tower. Really now. And what changed all that? Recent developments have caused me to fall out of favour. As I'm sure you're aware, less attention and care for me. And on top of it, You've had a lot going on in your life lately, haven't you, OZPIN? It made me realise that you should never be in a position where you can take matters into your own hands. Where you can't take matters into your own hands. Oh, God! He's gonna try and kill Amber, isn't he? I feel a certain affinity, yes. Yeah, but unless you bring something to the table that the best of Atlas Intelligence haven't, I'm afraid you're wasting your time, old-timer. True, there's nothing I can offer you that James men haven't. I wonder about your endurance, though. Is he actually going to beat him up with his cane? Oh, he's just gonna magic womble him. Okay. James, we're done here. What the... You've heard Headmaster OZPIN. Open the door. I don't think I blinked. Even the camera feeds. He was there, and then he was at the other side of the room, and the prisoner... Soldier, the door, if you please. Apologies, General. Mate, you live in a world of semblances. Don't think about it. Yeah, he actually just zoomed and battered Roman. Alright. Oh, it's been you. I'm surprised you're still conscious. I've seen some driven assholes just like you before, doing whatever it takes, as they always say, for the greater good. I'm sure you have. You may just be the worst of them, or the best, depending on your point of view. What the hell is it that drives you? I do wonder at this point, is it just pure insanity and coffee in his part now? What is it? What that you want? What I'd really want is to change a moment. One single moment in time. And failing that, I want nothing, I want it to not have been for nothing. You're a piece of work, OZPIN. I must say, I miss watching you work. Oh, the way you just battered that guy's brains in. Oh, brilliant. He doesn't know much. Seems like, despite the big role in our previous parts of the job, they didn't trust him with many details and the rest. All he knows is that whatever happens, it's going to happen soon. In the time frame of the tournament, and his role, he's still supposed to do something, even after being imprisoned. His role is to take control of the Atlas forces stationed in Vale, fleet and all. James is just like, you what? How is he going to do that exactly? I'd certainly like to see him try. Yeah, it's not like a bias or anything in play or anything like that. The hell do you mean no? Exactly what I mean. And lower your voice. We're just going to let you spillhead back and there's not a soul for a kilometer in all directions. Did you hear a single word I said? You self-absorbed snot? I did. Which is why I wanted you to lower your voice. It's grating. You fucking... Rocks, Aqua has a point. This sounds serious. Serious. It's more than serious. It's a catastrophe. It's malicious. Someone's altered the firewall protocol for an entire network, which means that any system connected to it is now exposed. It's genius, really. Cracking hacking would leave traces and set off alarms, but this, nothing back but a trace in a changelog for the next software update. I don't even want to imagine how they got their hands on a developer credentials. Aqua, in layman's terms. In layman terms, a firewall protocol tells a system who and how to allow it. It's been altered so that the system allows access to anyone from anywhere, no matter how remote. And even every single system in Vale Network then downloaded it overnight. Every single... You name it, it's compromised. Scrolls, servos, vehicles, terminals, even Elysian robotic troops. But why? Because the entire world runs off Elysian software, and CCT Tower is where they get their updates from. From Atlas to the main tower, from those to the repeaters, and so on. So, anyone could potentially access personal files of participants, like we did, from anywhere in the Vale network. If they find the IP address, yes. And since the list is also now public domain, but here's the thing, there are exceptions. exceptions. Think about it. Do you really think that whoever did this would leave themselves open to the same vulnerability? I bet my right arm, there's still uncompromised systems in the network. Wait, you mean you could find out who did it? Damn straight I could. Well, anyone with sufficient access could if you were to look for it, but still. Except since this is nothing that could only be potentially discovered by a hacker, in doing so, and exposing the original hacks, we expose ourselves. Do you realize what that means? That's what I thought. For our gesture of civic responsibility, we'd be disqualified. Or worse, expelled. I get that, Rocks, but this is serious. This is bigger than us. Why? Because, as Aqua said, it's absolutely malicious. Everything that's become vulnerable, the kind of damage they could do. I guess you're right. Then go on. I hear Miss Goodwitch's store is always open at any hour. As I thought. Now, I'm willing to send an anonymous tip to law enforcement, but only after we win the Vital Festival, and we've triple-checked that all our tracks are covered. Understood? Yes. Roger that. Let's go. We need to rest, and we only have 1 day to go through the intelligence before round of 16. Got something to say? Coward. You haven't said a single complete sentence. What's your point of view in all this? Huh? I don't have a point of view. Whatever Clyde says is fine by me. You're hard to dislike, Miriam. But you're hard to like, too. Well, OC seem are up to stuff. So, basically, they decided they wanted to cheat. They wanted to cheat and try and find people's information by hacking into the thing to try and find files and stuff on their opponents. Right. Okay. And then by doing so, they also happened to notice, oh, wait, the system's, like, completely compromised, blah, 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 blah. Because when they tried to hack into it, they found basically stuff that's in their hacks. Or, they found the system had been altered, basically. In a way that wouldn't be obvious unless you're, like, I guess, trying to hack in. Alright. Okay. And now their stance pretty much is, well, we'll tell them about it, but, like, only after the tournament. Because obviously they don't know that there's a big plan to do bad things during the tournament. I mean, yeah. So, the leader's a bit of an ass. Okay. And while two of them are thinking, yeah, we really do want to help, they're also scared of the consequences because, hey, we only discovered this by hacking. And, like, at that point, everything goes in them. And they also don't know that like, teachers and stuff are already on to Cinder and stuff. So, by their minds, if they come forward and say, hey, yeah, this thing happened, and, like, there's a big hack thing going, like, in their minds, it could all get pointed at them. And it's like, oh, but we could also track the actual person in charge. But it's like, well, how do you trust their words when to do so you had to be hacking in the first place? Yeah, okay. But you're saying, like, they don't have all the information about Goodwitch and Ozpin that being on to Cinder. You know, there might be a plot going on, knowing that by Torchwick's, or I guess whatever Ozpin did something in his mind. But basically by Ozpin finding that information, he knows that something's planned for the tournament. If he got the information that the system's not worked like that, and they plan to take over that lead first, it would all click together. It would all make sense. But that OC seems a bit worried. I can see everyone's motivation here, in a sense. I can see why they'd be worried about it and why they don't think, well, we need to do this right now because, you know, we could do it later, sort of thing. But also, yeah, they want to cheat, but God, there's a lot of stuff happening. Little changey bits because of how everything's built up. Oh, everyone's playing with just little bits of information. It's wild. I'm enjoying it. It'll be interesting to see where this goes. Alright, anyway, day 203. Might as well carry on, so... Did it just skip from... Were we on day 201 or 202? I don't remember if we just skip forward to our next fight. Or whether we're on the next day of fights, which would be... Is this Sunday now? It doesn't say the day. Is this the day where Nora and everyone's meant to be fighting and stuff? I don't know. Let's find out. Let us see. Damn, give them the hammer indeed. With a masterful last stroke from Miss Valkyrie, Team Juniper cleared the round of 16. What? So, wait, did we just skip days, or, I don't know. I'm so good, just, oh, Juniper's definitely not, team carried by Pyrrha. Impressive. That may be the best teamwork we've seen on display so far in the tournament. Huh? Didn't I just batter them all with a hammer? I don't know, maybe they did something slightly different here. Even better than Team RWBY or Team Indigo? Yes. Team Indigo's performance was severely hampered by your team's efforts, Jin. As for Team RWBY, yes. I have to agree. It's not just for that the four members work with each other just as well as Team RWBY. The partners work much better with each other too. Yeah, that didn't happen in the actual fight. In the actual show, obviously. Oh, hello, doggo. In the actual show, obviously, Juniper sort of split up and just kind of relied on individual skills and then just let Nora win at the end. It's sort of just what happened. Ah. The tournament will increasingly become about individual skill, though. Yeah, I'd imagine that would be the case in the singles round. Ha. They'll probably just feel Pyrrha forever. From now on, the matches are going to be a daily or worse for all teams. Daily or worse for all teams. If they keep making a single member fight all the battles, she's going to reach the final round exhausted. Without taking into account the random special rules that start with the round of 16. Pyrrha may not be able to fight all the time. Alright, fine. Hey, May. Shouldn't you be with your team? I'm guessing Team Juniper fought a different team then. Because, like, obviously May's team is obviously not the one fighting. Our match is in the afternoon. And they're still a bit cross. Oh? Because of Vodrum. I can't pronounce that thing. Stop making me say it. No, because I got a boyfriend without telling them. Lol. Oh, I see. And I bet they want to meet him. And you've been delaying. Yeah. Tried to tell it it's just a temporary thing, since we're going to go back to Vacuo after the festival. They're adamant about it. Are the sprites for May's team in this? I can't remember. Do they get protective about you because you're the only girl in the group? I guess. And after Jane's fight yesterday, they're even more so. I understand why they would be. You're lucky you're on an opposite side of the bracket, boyfriend. They're only going to be able to get their hands on you in the finals, boyfriend. So, I guess they're cross at me rather than you. Indeed. Anyone want soda? My treat. No, my treat. I need some air. Wait, hold on. So they know that Jin and her went on essentially a date. And, like, until she leaves, they're essentially... Are they boyfriend girlfriend? Are they not? I don't know whether it's just that he's acting as one, I guess, just like to, you know, as a way of like cheering her up, I guess. Like he's doing date stuff with her. They found that out, and then they've literally heard in Jin's fight, hey, he's going out with the hot rabbit girl and the hot, I'd say robot girl, but they don't know the robot girl, the hot ginger. He's going out with those two already. Oh, and then one of Team Indigo asked him on a date. And he went with it. Like, I could imagine at that point be looking at me like, wait, May's going out with this person? What? Like, yeah, I'd imagine they'd be wanting me having words with them at that point. Like, what kind of person is this? He's one that's building a harem, it seems. Anyway, we're already in the open, stud. And yet the air feels heavy and oppressive. Ah, you're used to situations like this probably by now, right? What? I'm gonna take my time in the soda run. What? Options! That would indicate that... Hold on. Save. There. Why not? What? Okay, that bit being there would indicate that there's going to be a possibility for extra scenes there. I've got date things set up with Pyrrha, Neo, technically I think Weiss and Yang. I I guess RWBY too, technically. Like, his RWBY's one's first. Like, what? What's this here that there be options? I'm intrigued. Oh, I know what the other sins would be. Where are the secret sins? Is there a thing? It could be anybody. It could be Cinder. It could be Velvet. It could be Nora. It could be Winter. It could be... Who else has got 4 dates? Raven. It could be... Blake. Anyone else get 4 dates? Can't remember. Yeah, there's a bunch of people it could be. Ah! Alright, whatever. I'm so tired. I can't even make a decent comeback. The fight yesterday took everything I had. We're kind of lucky Jack forced Nebula into her double ring out so that she could save some energy. But considering who we're fighting, it couldn't be helped. Team Indigo are really amazing. Although, I still understand fully what Doom meant. What's the story behind their team? Nathaniel mentioned something about them being bred for battle, basically. Is it connected to that? Mental rest is important as physical one, Jin. Do you? I don't think I'm such a weak opponent. I think I'm such a weak opponent that you can recover from a fight with me while worrying endlessly about something else. Fair point. Although, I wasn't really worried, more wondering. That's slightly better. Still, try not to overdo it. You look better, by the way. Yeah, sorry for aura punching you out. Better. Yes, like, more relaxed. Less guarded. That makes sense, yes. I haven't felt like this in a long time. If ever. Light. Unencumbered. And it's all thanks to you and your team, Jin. Happy to hear that. Although I'm still confused as to the exact details. The details... Are you sure you don't need to go to the infirmary? You're completely out of aura. Yes, don't worry about it. I'll be fine. No, it won't. Gwen. It's over. All over. The invincible Team Indigo is shattered. You're not doing the circuit anymore anyway. Who cares? You're going to become huntresses. That's good, no? How dare you? What the hell? How dare you? How can you say that to my face? Gwen, calm. The lives we've had growing up, all of that we've sacrificed, and all the provocations, what we've become. Look at us. Nebula is a nervous wreck who over-worries about how things may look. Octavia's brain is so wired with K-Fibe. She sees the entire world as a drama. You're a barely functional mute who can only relate to things and people through fighting. And my resting bitch face is so ingrained that I can't even smile. I'm one of the most famous people in Remnant, and boys will still run the other way. Being invincible, that was all we had. Everything depended on that. The love of our parents depended on that. And now we don't even have that either. I think that's more their problem than yours. Like, you don't need them. You're gonna become huntresses. You don't need them anymore. We've been completely defeated on live streaming for the world to see. We're going to lose everything. How can you tell me that this was good? What are we supposed to do now? You're in a school to become huntresses. Whatever we want. She gets it. As you said, Gwen, I can relate through fighting, which is why I've always tried to find new challenges, new opponents. Because I understood that if we ever lost, it would all be over. We'd be left with nothing, and we'd be forced to start from zero. Joining a Hunter's Academy wasn't Coach's idea, was it? It was yours. What? You made the suggestion. He agreed, and he sold it to our parents. And to us. We would never have been able to lose in the circuit. We needed different opponents, and I knew the Vital Festival would be held this year. All this time, you've always... I I never noticed. I just thought, I know, it doesn't matter anymore. Nothing does. And that's good. Because from now on, we can decide everything. It'll be hard. It'll be both happy and sad. It'll be scary. But it will be up to us. No fans, no sponsors, no parents. Just us. We'll fight who we want, go wherever we like, without caring about anyone else. We'll do things because we feel like it, not because it fits into a good plot. We'll be able to live like normal girls. Well, normal hunters and training girls. Yes. And maybe I can find a hobby. Heh. Yay! Only if we stick together, though. Always. I'm not missing your actual first date for nothing in the world. She had it with Jin! It happened! You were there! You got a boob squishing thing scene with Evelyn. Invincible or not. Did that happen? Did I dream that? I swear that was a date that happened. Anyway, invincible or not, we're still Indigo. We're more than just teammates. We're friends, and nothing's ever going to change that. Nothing. On 3. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Indigo! Oh, injuries. Okay, bad idea. My arms are on fire. Alright, maybe I will go to the infirmary after all. LOL. Oh, that was a nice little bit for them. It's a long story. And one that's not also mine to tell. Just know that we removed a huge weight off our shoulders. I see. I won't pry any further then. I'm just happy we were able to help. Yes. Thank you, Jin. For giving your all, but... next time we're going to have an actual duel without tournament rules. And I'll have my payback. Sure. Oh, God. But didn't you say you were looking for someone to beat you? I did. But loss is still a loss. So we'll meet again, Dark Horse. I get something to look forward to now, Jin. Is that going to be my title from now on? The Golden Dew versus the Dark Horse? Sounds kind of cool, actually. Wait, Jin, no. That's exactly what she wants you to do. Perish the thought. I mean, if you had anyone that was a Dark Horse, it'd be John. But, like, wait, options! Hold on. Save! Team Juniper's fight was something. I wonder. Team Ruby and Juniper have won. So has Team Coffee. Where are these options coming from? I don't know. I don't know if these are related to, like, things I've done. Or if these are just related to, like, thingy-majig. They're meant to happen in this scene here. Hard to say. Who do I care about more right now? Let's go see Team Coffee. And so is Cinder's team. Sims... I don't know! We're really going to meet them in the semifinals, but it's not the fight itself that worries me the most. Whenever Cinder aims to do, the end of the tournament is the time limit. Afterwards, there would be no reason to be in Vale any longer. Now, if the beach wasn't the main part of our plan, then it was either supposed to enhance the main plot or distract people from whatever she's planning. Her aim is to go to Amber, which means that her priority should be getting as many people away from Beacon as possible, so no one gets in her way. And it involves Grim and the White Fang, of all things. All we know is it's going to be something big, and it's going to be during the tournament. Something so big it allows her to act undisturbed. What could it be? Amber, what are you doing? Wondering what those green beans taste like. I don't think Beacon Cafeteria ever served them. And I've certainly never seen them in Sanctuary either. I guess they must be exclusive to Mistral. I see. Well, what about we eat them together later at lunch? Amber? What is it? Nothing in particular. This is the first time you've actually invited me to do something with you. Huh? Guess that's true. I get so used to always having you around as a passenger that I guess I never really thought about asking what you'd like to do. Oh god, that came out so horribly wrong. It's fine, I understand what you mean. I've been making myself rather scarce and unobstructive. Unobtrusive? No, it's obstructive. I was right the first time. To not be a fellow brawler. Amber, you're not a brawler. I disagree. You risk so much on my behalf, and having someone who can at any time choose to intrude on your thoughts, that can be an easy situation to be in. I mean, you're kind of seeing what I get up to. Like, you know, it's one of those ones. Like, him, Evelyn, and Penny share a room with Jack, and Jack has gotten to a point where she wears earplugs. Like, they don't care about just being all out there. Yeah, I think it's fine. The sooner this is over and done with, the better. Well, I never thought of you as a baller, Amber. Just as someone who needed help. You're such a unique existence, Jin. I mean, yeah, he literally was born from a meteor. Like, he's so unique. In a very literal sense. Unique? You think everyone else would have taken to a weird ghostly visitor and their troubles as easily as you? Didn't Oscar do that? Your relationship with Angie and magic is what allows you to connect with me like this, but without your kindness and open-mindedness, it would have amounted to squat. You could have just ignored me, or we could have drove each other crazy. Instead, you decided to help me. And that kindness and concern then trickled down to all your relationships. I was an amnesic victim, slowly dying, and now I'm a complete person again, on the way to recovery. I owe you and your friends so much, Jin, and I hope I can return the favor one day. Oh, she's totally gonna join the horror when she wakes up, isn't she? Oh, she absolutely is. Oh, God. First of all, you're making me sound way more special than I really am. Second, they're not my friends. Huh? They're our friends. Why do you sit and think up all these cheesy lines, Jen? My God, you're good at this. Still, you're probably the best friend I've ever had. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that lately. Right, that was not a coffee thing. That was an amber thing. All right. So, Team Junior expected something else. I assume that's a pure thing. I wonder. That could be anything, but I'm hoping it's Neo. Neo, is that you? Yay! If Neo was watching the fight yesterday. I mean, she's on Cinder's team, so she could technically have the front row seat. Still, I doubt she thought much of it as a spectacle. I got my ass kicked for most of the fight, and at one point was literally coughing up blood. And if she was looking, I hope she managed to distract herself some. I can't imagine she's having a good time right now, with Torchwick in prison and her being forced to obey Cinder's orders. Soon, we just have to trust in Miss Goodwitch. Once she has the information she needs, which the OC team have, she's going to come down on Cinder, and then she will be free. Or I'll have the opportunity to help her. Pfft, blackmail or not, Torchwick and Neo are still criminals, and they were involved in the breach. And yet I would help her, and by reflection, him with a second thought. Yeah, we're a bit of a messed up situation, aren't we? What does that say about me? That you very easily are swayed by women? You make friends with one and it's all over. All good sense goes out the window. I have a notification. Ah, okay, it's nothing important. Oh, blah, blah. I don't know what that notification was. I'm not allowed to kick your ass, idiot. We had an inner thought from Neil before. I can't remember if we have. Not like he just, like, says what she's thinking. Outside, this says a lot about their relationship. Like, apparently it's not a love relationship with Neo, but, like, it's a friend relationship, but also it's a relationship filled with pain. Her dancing step to my feet with high heels. That's pretty much the relationship. Hey, Team Juniper's fight was something else. Hey, Pyrrha! If we had fought them instead of Team Indigo, who knows if we would have had a worse time. I mean, they have easily exploitable weaknesses. They have more easily exploitable weaknesses than Indigo. Sure, for sure. But I think breaking them up would have been even harder. I mean, obviously I'm going to go for John first because he's the leader, giving out orders, and he's technically the weakest member. So there's that. I don't know where you go from there, though. Like, the best situation would be keeping Pyrrha distracted until you can gang up on her because no one's going to beat her one-on-one. But it's like, how do you get past Ren and Nora? Ren, maybe, but like, Nora's just a monster in herself. And then, of course, this Pyrrha. I know that it's still the team matches, but after you see her win in a 4 versus 1 training session, yeah. Speaking of which, isn't that Pyrrha? It's a crow! And who's that guy? Oh! Oh, they're doing plot stuff! Who's that guy? I don't think I've ever seen him around. We have! No, have we? I don't know, I can't remember. Oh god. I don't remember what's canon or not. I don't know. There was a thing, I think it's like, is it Winter and Crow? I think like you can only get one of them unlocked throughout the story because of the way their dates and things fall, because like after a certain period you can't unlock them anymore, and you have to do so many dates with Weiss or RWBY, I think. Maybe I didn't do either of them then. Yeah, I don't think I've seen Crow then. It's so hard to remember what's canon and what's not anymore for me in my playthrough because I've done all the extra dates up until, you know, more recently. Anyway, what are they talking about? I can't really tell from here. And there they go together. Wonder what that's all about. I mean, it didn't look like anything suspicious, but it's just, I was pretty sure Pyrrha would be celebrating with her team right now. What could have taken her away from that? Out of Nora's clutches. Are you following her? Nope, sigh. Alright, 4 dates coming up. I've been stalling for long enough. Time to grab some beverages. I'd better squeeze this day of rest for as much relaxation as I can and hope Jack isn't pushing herself too hard researching Team Funky. Oh my god, we're fighting Team Funky next. Well, well, well. That's going to be fun. Okay. Alright, so Sammy's team are going to have different opponents then. Interesting, because yeah, Team Drew had different opponents. Alright, interesting. Since we couldn't see their fight yesterday, we're going to even blinder than Team Indigo. I don't expect an easy time. Couldn't someone have watched it? Could you ask Team RWBY or Juniper about it? Like, they probably watched. Remember Nyan Cat from when she passed along Mr. Pondina's message? And I could tell that she wanted to prove herself. And then there's the special rules. We're gonna have to wing this, aren't we? But we can't lose. And odds are they aren't as strong as Team Indigo, so we've got that going for us. Hey, we have to keep winning so that Penny can overcome her trauma. Am I dreaming? No dreams, Miss Cat. Just realism. What? I wouldn't recant the doubts I harbor, which were assured only thanks to Mr. Cole's excellent sponsorship. Even if a team as eccentric as Funky, you stuck out to me as too much. But unorthodox or not, your abilities in fighting still have proven effective. Congratulations on your victory. Please keep carrying yourselves with diligence and represent Atlas Academy with pride. I will. Thank you, General Ironwood. We won't disappoint you, General. Oh, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Penny. Are you feeling better? Penny? Oh, sorry to interrupt. I was just on my way to the lab. Nonsense. We should have been talking in the middle of the hallway. Anyway, do you know Flint Cole and Nyan Cat? Since this is Penny Pondina, the daughter of Professor Pondina. Hey, how's it going? Hi? It's the first time we meet, but I know that you're from Team Funky, one of the teams you chosen for the Title Festival, right? It's a pleasure. Indeed. They represent Atlas Academy with honor. Yesterday and tomorrow they will fight Team Jade. They represent Academy with honor yesterday, and tomorrow they will actually fight Team Jade in the round of 16. Oh, I see. In that case, good luck. I hope you give it all you've got. We will, right, Flint? Yes? Yes, absolutely. We will definitely bring home victory, Miss Paulina. For the glory of Atlas. Sure, good luck. If you'll excuse me. What's going on here? I'll take my leave as well. Have a good day, students. Yes, sir. Good day, sir, ma'am. What's going on here? Why is Flint being weird? For the glory of Atlas, Flint? What the hell? So, that's Professor Paulina's daughter. Now, tomorrow, we will show no mercy to our opponents. We're going to put out on our best show yet. Is a grudge against her as well? Oh, brother, Flint. You may have missed it because you only see the last half of the fight, but Penny's a member of Team Jade. Oh, we didn't know. But... Oh, he fancies her then. You're a bit late, mate. But Team Jade is a beacon team. Yeah, also the blonde guy in the team, Jin, he's her boyfriend. Oh, Flint. Oh, no, Flint's got a grudge against me now. Really now? Well, that's got its competitive spirit going then. Oh, it's going to be an interesting fight. Also, just want to say a quick thank you to all of the channel members for the extra support, and a special thank you and shout out to our late members, the Jonah members Austin Quinsonberry, Javis Baker, Afro Kage, It's Ender Steve PE, Tobirama Senju, and Sebastian Ramsey, and our ANBU members Robert Scimeca, Rapids Rogue, Eragon, GoldDragon, Nathaniel Prue, and Akuma. Thank you all very much for the extra awesome support.